This week we wanted to, as we said, we want to talk about artists that they're talented, but they have never really proven themselves as good artists in actual traditional country. They just kind of sell out and do what they want. But they have songs on their albums that are kind of B-sides that maybe people have never heard that are actually really freaking good.
And for the most part, they give you that little nibble of something. It's like, oh, could be good. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, we'll get into it. But first is an artist that honestly I've never really cared for, but when this song came out, I fell in love with the song. Is Sam Hunt's "Body Like a Back Road."
Body like a back road, driving with my eyes closed.
Just kidding. Yeah, we'll never actually.
Nope.
No.
No.
We'll talk about him next week.
No.
The real
Stay tuned.
First song I want to talk about is Love and Thess, Whiskey on My Breath.
Oh, I know I'm going to heaven, but I can't go with me like this. I need to pull myself together before then. Knowing I ain't afraid of dying, but what scares me to death is meeting Jesus with whiskey on my breath.
This song is like, it's a really good kind of whiskey lullaby type song of he's just like living this bad life, but he needs to stop drinking because he doesn't want to meet Jesus with whiskey on his breath. And it's just like a great kind of alcoholism. Like
Great kind of alcoholism.
Yeah, it's a great alcoholism. You know, the good kind when you're feeling good, but you don't crash your car too much.
It's a college alcoholism. Well, you still got your shit together because you don't have responsibilities.
Yeah, me. No,
Stretch that shit out until your late 20s. Let's go.
No, it's like, it's just this really good song about like struggling with alcoholism, and it's just like, I need to better myself because I can't go out like this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a better person than this, and what am I doing? And
Were these the guys that we saw that one time in Rock Island?
yeah, they're the ones who played on St. Patty's Day 2 years ago, and
Spoiler alert, I don't remember.
yeah, we were obliterated drunk by then. But you guys left before they played this song because they waited pretty long into the set to play it.
And I did not like them.
And I was hanging out with an attractive female that I did not want to leave the side of, so I decided to stay. But
I do not remember them other than not enjoying it.
yeah, well, because that's because that's the thing. Like as this list is,
Yeah.
they're mostly bad songs. They have that one song, "Angel Eyes," which isn't awful,
Yeah,
but it's not. Yeah, like when we started this list, we wanted to do one artist that were just ungodly bad with one good song. But there are some of these artists that they have like some that are like, it's not
and
bad.
honestly,
but...
when I was trying to compile any sort of a list off of that, I did realize that there are a lot of artists where if I find one song that I like by them, I'll usually find more that I do like. Even if I'm not a huge fan, I'll at least listen to enough where I'm like, yeah, no, I think they're pretty decent or whatever.
Yeah.
When an artist is really shitty, I rarely find that one song
because
there's too
hope
much.
in 'em, yeah.
There's just too much shit, and I'm not going to dig through like an old album and be like,
yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna do
just it's not needle in a haystack. It's needle in a giant pile of shit.
Well, exactly, and so and honestly, it'd be easier for us to do one of these like with a lot of these people who are huge names right now, and just be like, we're gonna just pick our favorite song by them from back in the day, like do a Jason Aldean, a Luke Bryan, like that kind of thing.
Which we'll probably do episodes on those guys
because
down
they've
the
got
road,
and they've got so many songs. It's easy to like pick out,
Yeah.
but this is more about like just that one song or maybe a couple songs, which is a really weird dynamic to have such bad music and then such good music.
Yeah, these aren't artists that we used to like who just kind of went down the shitter. These are artists that have just always been at the bottom of the barrel that have had a few good songs like throughout their career. But yeah, so Whiskey on My Breath, Love and Theft. Next is another duo who's the douchiest looking dudes in the world.
Oh my god.
Low Cash Cowboys is I think what they were called at the time.
Yeah,
but,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, but best seat in the house.
From my first step in the living room to all the little league games, it was always you on the front row, letting everybody know that's my boy, just to watch him go. You were shotgun when you taught me how to drive your truck on the edge of town. I know somewhere just above the clouds, you still got the best seat in the house.
This song is a very depressing song about a kid who.
Well, if you watch the video, though, it's just about two douchebags hanging out by a football field.
One's wearing a gas attendant shirt with badges and a cowboy hat. The other's got a Brantley Gilbert mustache or beard and
well, the one dude
backwards
looks like
hat.
he's wearing a knockoff Boy Scout uniform, and I just don't understand.
Well, Cash, if you're listening, sorry.
If you're listening, what are you doing with your life?
Well, hopefully they've changed their outfits by now. But
Well, they did drop the word cowboys.
yeah, they did drop cowboy because I remember when they first came out.
Because
They had
clearly the word cowboy is the problem.
they
with
had
them.
this song called, I think it's called "Here Comes Summer," and it was like this upbeat song.
Just based off the title, that sounds terrible.
It was like at the dawn of bro country, so it still had country sound. It was just bad lyrics, so it wasn't like one I hated, but I didn't like it.
It was
like,
a Justin Moore back that thing up.
yeah, it was a it's summer and I want to drink, so if that's on, I don't care kind of song. But since then, I've heard songs by them which is just like the like that kind of music, and it's just like these guys are awful. But Best Seat in the House, get back to that song. It's an amazing song. It's just about a guy who's kind of talking about his entire life. His dad was there by his side, having the best seat in the house watching him, and now he's in heaven watching, and he has the best seat looking down
like
on
he's
him.
always looking over me kind of thing, which is a really nice sentiment.
Yeah.
But man, when I look at those dudes, just cannot get that image out of my mind.
And in my defense, when I first heard the song, I didn't really know what they looked like, so I didn't really care. But now, looking back on it, it's just like, oh, these guys, what the hell? But, anyway. Yeah, Low Cash, No Good. That song, great. This next song we talked about, I think, last week or the week before. It is genuinely an amazing song. It's Cole Swindell's Break Up in the End.
Even if I knew you'd be the one that got away, I'd still go back and get you. Even if I knew you'd be my best and worst mistake, oh, I'd still make it with you. Over and over, again and again, even though we break up in the end, I still play my favorite song in your car.
I fucking love this song.
It is a very good song.
Like, I listened to a couple other Cole Swindell songs to be like, oh, is he as bad as, maybe I misjudged him, and
No.
this is what he actually is. No, this is one good thing. He has another song, like Just Love Me, or I can't remember what it's called. It's not
He
bad,
has some
but
stuff that I like. He was never one that I put if you had like a shelving system in which you filed garbage away.
Yeah.
They were not on my bottom shelf absolute garbage.
Yeah.
He was like
He was
shelf
just,
or two above.
He was just one I never paid attention to because he's not like a superstar. He's just kind of a guy.
It was like I just didn't like it. And that was it. And I was like, all right, like it doesn't bug me, just whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, then this song came out because I remember Farce the Music tweeted about it. He's like, Cole Swindell's song's pretty good, and I was just like, I don't believe you. And I went to listen to it, and I was just like, holy shit.
But didn't he have a song with somebody that I hated? Like not with the person I hated, but they made it together, and I hated it.
I don't know.
I feel like that happened.
I don't know. I don't really know much about Cole Swindell. I just know he wears the same hat all the time.
Yeah, and it always bugs me because I think it's a Georgia Southern hat, but the way that the G is written, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a C and an S, like for Cole Swindell, but it's not. And I'm like, GS, motherfucker doesn't spell his own name right.
He's Goal Swindell.
And I was just... I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I don't know. And I wrote in the review for the song, I gave it a 9 out of 10. You should go read the review. But I said, like, who knows? Maybe this is him kind of trying to start the lead back to traditional, but knowing what's everything that happens in mainstream radio, it's just a good song that'll be followed up by a piece of shit.
This is going to be the first song on the album. It's going to be like, all right, and then it's going to just... Yeah,
and it's going to get bad real quick. But, hey, yeah. I fucking love this song.
But at least he gave us this one.
Yeah, he gave me this one. That's all I care about. Next up is Danielle Bradberry's Daughter of a Working Man.
And I don't know what's down the road from here, but I can only hope it's something good. If love's to be my compass, then I'm fine with what's to come. 'Cause part of knowing where I'm going is knowing where I'm from.
This song, she was, I think, a voice person.
Every time you say Danielle Bradberry, it sounds like you're saying Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Because a dude named Danielle Bradberry's song, Daughter of a Working Man,
Hey, he's
from the perspective of him,
yeah, he's
a very progressive trans song.
He's a tranny man. But no, this song, when I heard this song, it was the first song I ever heard by her. I think it was on my Discover, and I was like, damn, this is a good song, because it's just about how she was raised to be a hardworking woman because of her dad being a hardworking man and all this, and I was like, oh, this chick's good. She's from The Voice or whatever and all this. And then she had her new album come out just a few months ago, and it was
a voice
hot garbage.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like, I'm pretty sure I sent you a song, and I was like, it's literally a female Walker Hayes. Like, that is who she is. And
yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
And yeah, because when the CD came out, I was like, oh, I feel like I've heard this girl before. Before I listened to the album, I was like, I know this name. And I went and I listened to Daughter of Working Man. I was like, oh yeah, this album's gonna be great. Nope. No. And then I went back. I was like, did she, release the one album she wanted, and now she's being forced into this? No, this is the only song off that CD that is a country song. The rest sounds just like her second album.
Yeah,
too.
I would bet that. So you said she was on The Voice?
I think so.
I'm guessing that she performed some country songs during her run on that show.
Yeah.
And so then they had her release a real country song, and then they're like, nope, let's try to make all the money.
Yeah, she won season 4 of The Voice.
How many seasons have there been?
I don't know, 45. She's only 21. Damn.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah, that song is great. The rest of her music is shit, but yes.
And spoiler alert, I've never watched The Voice.
I think I've watched clips on YouTube. Like, if they ever be like, this person performed Chris Stapleton, it was amazing. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And it's usually pretty damn good, but because they sing good.
I usually look at those and be like, huh, I do want to listen to Chris Stapleton perform that song that he made. I will go and do that.
Well, another person who came from The Voice is
Jake Worthington?
Yeah, Jake Worthington.
Yes. And you want to know what I listened to him sing? His songs.
Yeah, Jake Worthington. Yeah. Fair. But, hey, I listen to, like, Scotty McCreery perform Josh Turner songs.
And then you want to know what I did after that?
Listen to Josh Turner?
Listen to Josh Turner.
What was it, cocaine?
Sing his own songs.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine?
Was it cocaine?
But, yeah, so she's... Yeah, that's one good song by her. Next up is John Lang... these aren't in any order, by the way.
Completely random.
It's how we wrote them down, pretty much.
This is a free-form podcast.
Yeah, if we're loosey-goosey here. We're being even more amateurish.
We're going to start doing the next segment, doing slam, poetry-style reading.
While Enya plays in the background. So get the Enya going. John Langston, Forever Girl.
It's a glass of wine to keep her sane. And I love the sound of her full name. Natural southern beauty, can't explain what it does to me. She's everything in my whole world. That's my forever girl.
So this song, It was another one that we got on our Discovers a long time ago before we put really, like, what was the other ones, like I'll Call You Later and,
No, that was the Mitchell Tenpenny song.
I thought that was, I could have sworn he had a
John
song.
Langston's got some pretty garbage
Well, he's
songs.
got the Right Girl, Wrong Time one.
Yeah,
or
well,
whatever.
his song that I think is really bad is it's like all eyes on me, eyes on us, all of the eyes. There are a lot of eyes
on us.
There's a lot of eyes.
The-
Near our general vicinity.
The crappy Alcohol You Later type thing. It was the song that was probably at a bar.
Yes,
PROB
yes.
apostrophe
Yes.
LY.
Probably
at a bar. Yeah, that was his crappy song. But
Yeah.
this guy, he just looks like he wants to be. Just looking at his pictures, he looks like he wants to be a Brantley Gilbert, Luke Bryan mixed like combo per douche.
No, I
Like,
think he started his career being a Brantley Gilbert lookalike.
Yeah,
And then
pretty
they're just like, he can open his mouth?
Yeah, yeah. Like he just. I remember good old Whiskey Riff. They told us like, "Oh, he's a great guy." I'm like, "I'm sure he is a great guy," but on stage he looks like a giant
to do with
douchebag.
anything. Yeah, well, so we did see John Langston live.
Yeah, and we saw Forever Girl, and it was great. And then every other song, we were just like, "Let's go get a
Well,
beer."
because
fuck
what
this.
I remember that the eyes are near me song. I remember when he was singing that one, and it was so bad. Like,
Those eyes be on my face.
I saw some eyes earlier. I seem to have misplaced them.
Was he playing when we were talking to Mike Ryan? Or no?
No,
Was he playing
he started playing because Josh's friend wanted to see him really bad, and I told him to his
that's
face, he's garbage.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, he's fine. I'm like, no, he's garbage. So after we heard Forever Girl, well, we walked to the side, then we saw him play Forever Girl, and then when
Yeah.
they came back to us, he's like, yeah, no, that was really bad. I'm like, I told you.
I do remember that, actually. I do remember that. That's so funny. But yeah, this song is good. It's just a nice love song.
Yeah, no,
and
it's just a really-
And this was... Because I do remember, I listened to this song, but I didn't go looking into his other music. You did go looking into his other
Yeah.
music, and you came back, you're like, guess what? Forever Girl is his only good song.
Yeah, it was a very disappointing excursion.
And I was like,
I
eh,
never
I
did
guess that
find
doesn't
where
surprise
those
me.
fucking eyes were.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're on you.
Ah!
Anyway, next up is good old emo pop band, the band Perry's If I Die Young.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song, the sharp knife of a short life. Oh, well, I've had just enough time, and I'll be wearing white when I come.
Can we take a moment and say what the fuck is going on with their
Yeah,
outfits?
I don't know what's happening.
One-
They went emo and pop, and now they're back to try and be country, and then they had a song called Everything's Not Fair or whatever.
I don't know if I've listened to any of their music in forever.
I don't know.
However, they started out, looked like a country group, except for the nonsense going on in the hair with the brothers.
Dead animals on their heads.
Just pure nonsense from the start.
So Justin Bieber lookers.
So they started at a negative, and then they just kept going negative. She was beautiful and looked awesome, and now it's just like,
Looks like a crazy emo chick.
leather jacket with the crop top, and like looks angry all the time, and it's just like
Yeah, they're like an emo band now.
yeah, I don't understand what's happening.
Well, no, yeah, because they had a song. It was called like Everything, Nothing's Fair or something. Like it was just them.
The world is mean.
It was pretty much them complaining that like they got shunned from music because their music's so bad. Like, what the hell?
It tends to happen.
Oh no, it's called Comeback Kid. But it was about
them trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, it was about them being like, we're coming back, and even though the music business isn't fair, we're gonna do like it was that crap, and they're not good. But If I Die Young, it was their I think second single ever, and it is a genuinely great country song. Like it's just good. Like there's nothing bad to say.
As
about
long
the
as
song.
you don't watch the video and see her goddamn brothers.
But you can look at her. And she's nice.
but the fucking
But the
hair.
Yeah, yeah.
What is
it's
going
just,
on?
It's just dead animals on their heads. And,
But it's like what?
it's just,
What?
It's just not good.
But this is a good song.
It is a great song. Next is Eric Parsley. Eric Parley. Parsley.
Parsnip.
Parsnip. Eric Parsnip's She Don't Love You.
She don't love you, she's just lonely. She don't know another way to break free from what's been broken. Too many cowboys roll away. So forgive her if she's distant. She can't tell her heart to lie. No, never be her one and only. She don't love you, she's just
This song is also fucking amazing.
Yeah,
This was the first one I heard by him, and I was like, oh, this
I
guy's
would
awesome.
say, as
Goddamn
far as
ginger.
yeah, repping. As far as this list that we're doing today, this is probably the only song that I listen to more regularly.
Yeah.
Not to be I'm better than this music.
No, yeah, yeah,
I just I forget about when an artist is bad, they bug me and I don't listen.
Yeah,
to them.
you don't
I
even
forget about
bother
Ex-
putting them in your
Yeah,
mind.
I just keep forgetting about them because whatever. But this is one that like this is such a good song that I have on multiple occasions gone to it and listened to it.
Yeah.
But and then I think I listened to just this song for so long I convinced myself, oh, I bet he's probably not that bad. And then today happened, and we listened to some of his other stuff, and it was
because we're like maybe
it was mind-blowing.
Well, because Eric Pasley had this EP come out last year called I don't remember what it was called. It was some thing about like it was just pretty much acoustic, him in like doing demos, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the songs are all really good, and it's this good acoustic EP. So I was like, no, I'm convinced, this guy's got some good songs.
Yeah,
and then we
but there's
listened to
the
his
singles.
singles around this song.
Yeah, the
and
singles.
Holy shit, they were bad.
And that's what confuses me because I feel like he might be one of those dudes in the situation where like maybe the way his contract is or something like that where he's like I got to keep pushing out this garbage.
Yeah.
But I'm going to litter it with gems here and there because I mean I haven't listened hard to his music. There could be other great songs in there. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this and being like, no, he's got more than that song, then
Please
just,
tell me.
Yeah, let us know. But yeah.
Yeah, because this song is so good that it would really be a shame if he never had anything else come out.
And if you don't, I mean, obviously you played the clip of the song, but if you don't know, it's just a song about this guy. He's at the bar and some guys, kind of being like, hey, what's her deal over there? And he's like, oh, she might go home with you, she might do this or that, but she's not going to love you. Like, she's just lonely and this and that. And then at the end, you find out that it's his ex-girlfriend, and it's just not a happy song. But
and he's got a really
amazing.
good voice, so like if
he also
stopped using so much goddamn production in some of these singles,
he also sang on that the Driver song, that dude from Lady Antebellum. It was him, I think Dierks Bentley and Eric Paz. Was it Dierks Bentley? I don't remember. There was a song called The Driver, and it wasn't bad. But anyway. Next up is, good old friend of ours, Chase Rice with Jack Daniels and Jesus.
I've taken a ride in the devil's Cadillac. I've been so high, I thought I wasn't coming back. And just when I think I'm too far gone, ringing in my head's a 23rd song. I seen the light, I seen the darkness. Only God knows where my heart is. I've got my strength, and Lord knows I got my weakness. Oh, I'm lost somewhere between Jack Daniels and Jesus.
This song, the title is so stupid. Like, you'd think it's just like, oh, this song is going to be terrible, but this song is just gorgeous. It's like a piano-ish song and ish, yeah.
My official stance is that I don't like the sounds that come out of his mouth.
You don't like his voice?
Just the way that he uses his voice.
Let's just say he sings like he's an ex-college football player.
He sings like a
Because
guy
he is.
who has to remember the next word he's going to say, so he kind of holds on to certain words a little too long and then talks kind of quick because he remembered the next couple words, and he's like, fuck, I got to slow down. That is my official stance on Chase Rice.
I'm just imagining someone on stage being like, "Oh, I'm singing too fast, gotta slow down."
Because my mind also went to, he's got a guy with a teleprompter, but the guy with the teleprompter is also hammered.
It's by that guy.
And so he's scrolling a little too quick, and then he slows down and leaves it there, and he's like, this fucker doesn't scroll, I'm going to hold this note for 20 minutes. Then he just starts speed scrolling, he's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
It's probably that guy who yelled at us on Twitter.
Probably. He was worried about losing his job, so he had to fight some fights.
I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it, that was too funny. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say we couldn't include it on this list or anything because it's a cover, but his cover of This Cowboy's Hat with Ned Ledoux is actually really good.
Well, because I don't hear him.
Yeah, I know. You just hear Ned Ledoux singing, and it's nice.
But yes, his cover, or...
Ned Ledoux.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ned Ledoux.
But yeah, you'll either like the song or you won't. I don't know, but I think it's just such a step away from the shit he's put out.
Oh, I will say that it is miles above whatever that other song is that I'm just it's in my brain.
Lions and Lambs.
It's ruining my existence.
And then lastly but not leastly, we also after we talk about the song, we could talk about a few other artists there's there and there. But Brett Eldridge's Raymond.
She calls me Raymond. She thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me.
Yes, and so he's another one where I don't think I've ever actually listened to his. I don't even know if he's gotten more than like 2 albums out, but 1, 2, 2.5.
He has
one
2.
EP. I don't think I've ever listened to the entirety of any of them.
I've listened to both,
So I don't totally know that everything's garbage. However, with the exception of Raymond, which is what we're talking about, which is an unbelievably great song.
Oh, he has 3 albums.
He has
4 if you count his Christmas one.
He has some EPs, or not EPs, he has some singles that I've heard that are god-awful.
Yeah, he's got a lot of crap out. But Raymond, I remember, it came out a long time before his CD came out. Even his first CD, because
I remember this song, like... Yeah, it'll be hyperbole, but I feel like I remember the song when I was in like high school. Is that accurate at all?
That song... That song came out, or that album that it's on came out in 2013, and Brett Eldridge. Oh, but quickly, Brett Eldridge is from Illinois.
Yeah, so I also
can't
say that I totally hate him.
He's a huge Cubs fan, so go him.
Go White Sox. Because honestly, I
Raymond,
feel like
it came out in 2010. It
I
came
knew
out
it!
3 years before.
Was when I was in high school.
Yeah, because that's
depending on the part of the year.
Yeah, yeah, but that song, it came out, because I remember when that album got announced, it was like, it's coming out and has Raymond on. I'm like, I heard the song like 3 years ago.
Well, because I was very confused because I had no idea that he was the guy that did Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
I heard of this Brett Eldridge guy, and I was like, oh, and then they were completely separate people in my brain, and so that I had one of those moments, those moments where like everything comes together in your mind, you're like, what the fuck? But you're not near anyone, so you just look around like a crazy person by yourself. I had that with Brett Eldridge when I saw that song and played it. I'm like, it is that song.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. But I love this song. It's great.
The other one that I like is we kind of cheat with this one because I also actually really like, even though it's his current single and it's playing on the radio, is his song The Long Way. I think that's a really good song. It's just about I
feel like I listened to this.
Like, it's one that you, if you listen to it, I'll put it on the playlist, our Podcast Picks playlist. Actually, I think it's already on there. But it's, you have to make it through the first 10 seconds, because it has this little computerized start, and then it gets into an acoustic, like, actual country song. But it's a song about, he meets a girl and he wants to take the long way through her hometown because he wants to learn every little thing about her, and it's actually a really good song. But this song, it's about him being a janitor at an old person's house, old people's home,
Old folks' home.
and the one of the ladies, he like gets her coffee and stuff, and she's so, like, losing her mind a little bit, and so she thinks he's her son, and he's like, well, he died 30 years ago, but I'll fill in for her.
Yeah, when I first heard this song, like as it was going, and I like was catching that he was talking about like being with this old lady doing like janitorial things, and she calls him Raymond, and I'm like, that's not your name. And then and I thought it was like really funny, and then I was like, oh shit, it's actually like, really serious and really sad. Oh my god. And then I was like, oh, this is actually a really good song.
I really like it. It's
because I thought at first it was just him like playing jokes on an old lady, like, she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. It's funny.
What an idiot!
What a total idiot.
But yeah, quickly before we go into the next segment, the other artist that we could have kind of mentioned on here is Thomas Rhett, like I said, but he's got like 3 good songs. Chris Jansen has like 3 or 4 good songs.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of other artists that are out there that are just, they have a couple, like we said, like Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan, they used to have good careers that we liked their music.
They have albums worth.
We actually, for a little bit, we had Florida Georgia Line on the list, but then we read through Dirt again, and we're like, it doesn't hold up. Like,
I still I still think it's way better than all the rest of their stuff.
But also his voice is awful.
Yeah, and I think it's just like mental picture of them now, because like when that song came out, they weren't completely,
because that was the lead off their like second album.
So like when that came out, they were like, it was like, okay, they had douched it up a little bit, but whatever. And I was like, oh, this is a good song. But the way they are now, like with whatever these kids are wearing these days, where the t-shirt is way too goddamn long, and they're wearing basically jeggings because they're way too tight. There's no way those are actual pants.
Yeah, they look like
t-shirts. And they got the shaved side of the head with the long hair on top, and like an ironic cowboy hat, because like,
it's not ironic. It's really cool, Kevin. You shut your mouth.
I hate everything.